Hi, I'm Heather Svokos with DFW.com and the Star Telegram. If you know anything at all about Peter Pan, then you're probably familiar with this stuff. Well, I got offered the chance to sprinkle some fairy dust, but there was one condition. I had to learn how to fly like Peter Pan. Me, unathletic, neurotic Heather. But I did have a great coach and teacher in Cathy Rigby, who is starring here in the Bass Hall production in Fort Worth. Well, a couple of my goofy, insecure, freaked out questions.
That's okay.
Will I be the first person to die on your watch here today at Bass Hall?
Absolutely not. I will make sure. But our fairy dust is great. We only use the wire for insurance purposes. The fairy dust really does work. Okay. And if you can think lovely thoughts,
I will try.
That will be the only reason why.
I will try.
That would be the only reason why it wouldn't happen.
Now, what about nausea? Will I throw up on your head from how many
I will
feet
be
above?
safe distance away. So
Okay.
if you do, we have crew here that are getting paid a lot of money to be here right now.
Okay.
So guess what? It's up to them.
Okay. That sounds good. And when I'm up in the air trying to get all this straight, will I feel
Silly?
immortal and free and
No, you'll feel
all these
silly, and you'll wonder why you can't face the audience. But you know, at the end of it, you'll go, I felt like a kid. I felt like a child.
nauseated child?
A nauseated,
probably
a
in my
little,
case.
but hopefully you'll have somebody around to take care of you afterwards.
Well, I appreciate it.
We're gonna get the fairy dust. We're gonna come out here. You've got to put your toes on the line here because you don't want to be swinging back and forth like this. So we're gonna keep you straight in line. And
You can give her anything, or you want to
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a little here. Here's the fairy dust. That now, hold it like this, and then and then close that. Now the thing about the fairy dust is that you want to let it go behind you, not in front of you, because you don't want to fly into it. Because
You'll be eating it.
Yeah, the tendency is it gets stuck
This
in
is
your
a lot
throat.
to remember.
It is. You got to keep arched. You want to feel that wire almost against your head a little bit, so push your shoulders back a little bit. Okay, I'm going to throw this fairy dust up too, so make sure you look a little bit down so it doesn't go in your nose or mouth. Think lovely, wonderful thoughts, and up you go. Kind of swim yourself towards the eye, like you're swimming almost. Yeah, try to move yourself, and you can let it go. Little at a time. That's good. Stay arched. There you go. Okay. Yeah. You feel? It's not scary, is it? No, it is a little uncomfortable. A little uncomfortable.
This to you is nothing, but when the first time you had to strap on a harness
and fly?
did you have any trepidation?
No, you know why? Because I was so used to doing uneven bars, balance beam, flipping around with nothing, no fairy dust at all.
Right.
It was almost like a relief because and while I have to maintain a body position and it's very aerobic and all of that, I didn't have to. It wasn't ballistic. I wasn't landing hard, and I was also having somebody else help me get up in the air. So it was so joyous and so much fun. I think the thing that you have to get used to is that the tendency when you're on a wire, especially a single wire, is you tend to float. And the next thing you know, you're facing the back wall. And it's really hard to get, when you have nothing to push off of, to make sure you're facing the audience at all times.
Right.
And then you're singing.
Yeah.
So, that was the hardest thing.
Right.
But I loved flying from the time I started. It's what I did. Here we go. This is really fun. Watch us land.
Incredible.